Good evening, friends. A very happy Diwali to you. This is the third day of Diwali, Choti Diwali, the big Diwali, and today is the third day. Wish you all a very, very happy Diwali. Hope you celebrated wherever you are, whether you're in India or abroad. I did also make some bundi laddus and chakli, and we also lit the house with diyas and lamps. It's a very special festival because the whole of India is celebrating, and regardless of what the seculars or the what do you say the other gangs say, these people who are woke tell you not to celebrate with crackers. We do it with a lot of gusto, and people are not really bothered about what they say, because this is one festival which signifies Lord Rama's arrival, Lord Rama and Sita's arrival to Ayodhya. And it has to be celebrated in a beautiful way, because after the temple has come into being, this would be the first Diwali, and it's such a pleasure. So I'm sure all of you would have celebrated well, and do tell us what all you did through your comments, because as you know, we are all a family and we love to hear from you. So welcome, happy Diwali to you. Welcome to you. And welcome, Sri Ram. Absolutely, what you say is so right. So, friends, we'll start on the first a note that our Prime Minister Modi has made. It's a very important point that he has made, and it's also important to note that there are a lot of forces working outside and within India to dismantle the unity that India shares. So, we'll start with what Modi ji said recently. Prime Minister Modi on Thursday said the forces within and outside India are trying to create chaos and instability in the country. Though the Prime Minister did not elaborate, the remarks come against the backdrop of escalating diplomatic tensions between India and Canada. Now, with India's growing strength and increasing sense of unity in India, there are some forces, some distorted ideas, and some warped mentalities that are quite troubled, both within and outside India. There are people trying to create instability and chaos in the country, PM Modi said. Another very important point he also tweeted was that the Congress party is realizing the hard way that making unreal promises is easy, but implementing them properly, tough or impossible. Now, this is in connection with the elections. And now Maharashtra is going to face the election. So it is on the heels of this that Prime Minister Modi says that campaign after campaign, Congress promised things to the people, which they also know they'll never be able to deliver. Now they stand badly exposed in front of the people. Check any state where the Congress has governments today. Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka, and Telangana. Yeah. So friends, there's a lot of firecrackers also bursting off. Welcome, Jagdish. Yes. Very much. Thank you so much. So what he says, Congress governments in Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka and Telangana, the developmental trajectory and fiscal health is turning from bad to worse. Their so-called guarantees lie unfulfilled, which is a terrible deceit upon the people, of India. So these are some of the important points that Modi ji made recently, which we should all take into consideration when we vote, because Congress does not fulfill even one promise that they say. Welcome, Sharmila. Now, moving on to, this famous couple who are known to create scam after scam. Right from the betting to bitcoins to pornography to connections with the underworld. We're talking about Raj and Shilpa Shetty. They have often made it to the front page of various newspapers for all the wrong reasons. In January 2018, Shilpa Shetty's husband, Raj Kundra, was summoned by the Enforcement Directorate for questioning over his alleged role in a 2,000 crore Bitcoin scam. Kundra was summoned by ED for his alleged links with two businessmen, Pune-based Amit Bharadwaj and his brother Vivek Bharadwaj, who were directors of a company called Gain Bitcoin that cheated more than 8,000 people through a cryptocurrency scheme. Now, in January 2018, just look at their records. This couple, this famous couple who are always laughing, and she laughs, she makes her mouth as big as an anaconda when she laughs. Now, this couple have been cheating left and right, and look at the kind of scams they have. In January 2018, Shilpa Shetty's husband, Raj Kundra, was summoned by the ED for questioning over his role, as I said, in the Bitcoin. Now he has been also admitted to placing bets. This is also earlier. I'm just telling you about what he did in the past. He was also admitted to placing bets in the Indian Premier League through bookie Umesh Goenka. As a result, he faced a lifetime ban from all cricket-related activities by the Supreme Court. Moreover, his team, Rajasthan Royals, was also banned for 2 years. In the year 2018, Kundra's life was marred with yet another controversy when he and actor Sachin Joshi accused each other of fraud. Raj Kundra, who launched the Indian Poker League in 2017, accused Sachin of non-payment of dues. Now, Kundra alleged that Sachin brought a team in the tournament, but his check for rupees 40 lakhs bounced. Meanwhile, Sachin accused Raj of rigging the tournament, because of which he backed out. Now, in 2019, Raj Kundra was questioned by the ED on his involvement in a business case dealing with Ranjit Bindra. Now, as I told you earlier, Ranjit Bindra, was very closely attached to Dawood Ibrahim's henchman Iqbal Mirchi, and he is also the brother-in-law of Baba Siddiqui's wife. This story we have completely revealed in some of the earlier videos. Now, according to reports, the ED had found documents related to the business dealings between the real estate firm RKW Developers Private Limited, of which Ranjit Kumar Bindra was one of the directors, with Essential Hospitality Limited, where the actor Shilpa Shetty was one of the directors. Now, according to the reports, RKW Developers Private Limited invested rupees 44.11 crores in Essential Hospitality and provided an interest-free loan of rupees 31.54 crores. Over 30.45 crores of the loan was granted to Essential Hospitality. Back then, Raj Kundra had also tweeted about selling a plot to Ranjit Bindra's firm. Again, I'm repeating, Ranjit Bindra is the brother-in-law of Baba Siddiqui. And she was the first one. She and her husband ran to his house when he was killed. He was murdered, and she was crying, a bucket full of tears. Now, he also said that he had business dealings with Bindra, and that was the be-all and end-all of the deal. We're talking about Raj Kundra and Ranjit Bindra. In fact, in 2019, Kundra was questioned by the ED on his involvement in a business case dealing with, as we said, with Ranjit Bindra. So now, as we move on to the other cases, you remember he was sent to Baikula jail in a few years back in a case of creating and publishing pornographic material over the mobile apps. Now the latest scam. See, it's a list of scams, and this couple, they don't have shame. He will be wearing a helmet to cover his face, and he thinks that will shield him, from any other sort of shame. Now the latest scam, or rather whatever is happening, has come into light, is that Shilpa Shetty's restaurant, Basya, lands in major trouble as a luxury car worth rupees 80 lakhs is stolen from the car parking. Now, Shilpa and her husband Raj Kundra have landed in trouble again, and this time for their fine dining restaurant, Basya. And what happened is that a luxury car worth rupees 80 lakhs, a BMW, was stolen from the restaurant's car park. The man whose car was stolen has been recognized as Ruhan Khan, a 34-year-old businessman. He was shocked to learn that his car disappeared from the parking lot. News 18 quoted. Ruhan has already filed an FIR at the Shivaji police station at Dahan. The case has been registered under section 3032 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, BNS Act, highlighting the seriousness of the offense. As we said earlier, this is not the first time that the couple has been in a problem. They have been, in so many scams that and now we forget to even count. There was another scam where, they defrauded investors in a gold scheme. And earlier this year in June, in an order passed this year, the judge N.P. Mehta said the prima facie cognizable offense is made out against a Kundra couple. The couple the company founded by them, Satyug Gold Private Limited, as well as 2 directors and an employee of the firm were involved. Now, this plus, as we told you, the Bitcoin Ponzi scam, and all these things, even today, they walk around without any sense of shame, or it's very strict, So let me just take a few comments. Such scruples, people need to be taken in and show their place. She's out of movies except in Sony set Indian Idol or something. Yes, and every time she's in some kind of trouble, she runs to Salman Khan. And it appears they are white-collar criminals with great reach and influence. And every time, as you say, the scams are forgotten. Welcome, Wolf. Shilpa and her husband are so corrupt. Yes, absolutely. And I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you say that I like Modi, Trump, and Putin. Welcome, Wolf. And Sharmila says, Shilpa is also a partner in crime with Raj Kundra, but she pretends as if she's not involved and doesn't know anything. Everyone runs to Chulu Dadu for help. Absolutely. And moving on to the next piece of news, I don't know if you will recognize this cartoon that I show you. Of course, I'm sure if you have been following what's happening, I'm sure you will know what and who these people are. Now, the main character says, "Thank you, Rohit Anna, for doing the impossible, making me represent Sitama. I'm very honored." Now, how does this person even stand a chance of trying to become the chaste Sita is surprising. So this, I'll go on to that later. Of course, I'm sure you would have recognized by now who who we are talking about. Now, in a very strange, strange things are happening in Karnataka with Congress trying to flex their muscles using a person called Zamir. Now, Zamir Ahmed, so who has been very active on the Waqf board. Now, Prahlad Joshi has just said that the Zilla Panchayat CEO of Haveri, Karnataka, has passed an order to take over Hanuman Temple and Durgava Temple. Yesterday, the Waqf board members have gone there to take over the position. And naturally, people have resisted, and the police on arrival, we're talking about the Karnataka police on arrival at the scene, have lodged an FIR against the local Hindus who have resided there for over 60 to 70 years. They went to take over the Hanuman temple. They were trying to drive the locals homeless. It is most unfortunate, said Prahlad Joshi, that the CEO of Zilla Panchayat has ordered this. I strongly condemn the action of the government and also particularly the Panchayat. He also said Zamir Ahmed is forcing the authorities to take action on innocent Hindus. Now, if you've been following closely, you'll know that in Karnataka, as just now Narendra Modi also said, the kind of things they are doing in the name of ruling the state is shocking. And using the Waqf board, to say that all the land belongs to them is another ridiculous thing that they are doing. Now, moving on to the next piece of news. Now, in a very refreshing, refreshing piece of news, Donald Trump, as you know, we had earlier interviewed Karan Verma, and we were speaking about many things. And amongst the issues, we also spoke about Bangladesh and whether this present Biden government, Kamala Harris government, are behind what happened in Bangladesh. And he said yes. So now what has happened is it has come as a shock to the world. The US former President Donald Trump, he condemned the barbaric violence against Hindus and other minorities in Bangladesh and vowed to protect Hindu Americans and said he will fight for your freedom. Trump took his account on X and claimed that such kind of incidents had never happened under his term, and accused President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris of ignoring the Hindus across the world. He said, I strongly condemn the barbaric violence against Hindus and Christians and other minorities who are getting attacked and looted by mobs in Bangladesh, which remains in a total state of chaos. It would have never happened on my watch. Kamala and Joe have ignored Hindus across the world, and in America, he said in a post on X. It's been a disaster from Israel to Ukraine to our own southern border, but we will make America strong again and bring back peace through strength. We will also protect Hindu Americans against the anti-religion agenda of the radical left. We will fight for your freedom, he said. He also said that he will become the president again. The relations between India and US will become stronger, and even the relationship with Narendra Modi will improve. He said, Kamala Harris will destroy your small businesses with more regulations and higher taxes. By contrast, I cut taxes, cut regulations, unleashed American energy, and built the greatest economy in history. We will do it again, bigger and better than ever before. And we will make America great again, the former president said in a post. He also extended Diwali greetings. Trump said, Happy Diwali to all. I hope the festival of lights lead to the victory of good over evil. So this is something very refreshing coming from Donald Trump. Now, the Bishnoi case seems to gather momentum, and now the singer AP Dillon is now under focus. Now, apparently, there was a shootout at singer AP Dillon's residence in Canada, in British Columbia. So one accused has been caught while the other suspect remains at large. On October 30th, 2024, a man was arrested and later charged in connection with recklessly discharging a firearm into a residence as well as setting fire to two vehicles in the 3300 block of Ravenwood Road, Colwood on September. The crime took place on September 20, 2024, the Canadian police said in an official statement. Now, this kind of news would, of course, make our Dara Hua Insan, who has got 70 bodyguards shaking in his boots. You know who I'm talking about. The arrested accused has been identified as a 25-year-old Abdeep Kingra of Winnipeg. The police said, adding that he has been charged with discharge of a firearm with intent and arson. The police said that the accused was arrested in Ontario and will be presented before court on Friday. Meanwhile, the police have issued an arrest warrant for the accused 23-year-old Vikram Sharma, who the authorities believe is in India. The police said they did not have an image of Vikram Sharma. However, they released specifics to identify the suspect. According to the police, Vikram Sharma is a South Asian man standing 5 feet 9, tall and weighing around 200 pounds. He has black hair and brown eyes. West Shore RCMP officers have been working diligently through this investigation, which led to the identification of the suspects involved. We will continue to pursue this investigation as well as the outstanding suspect until they have been located, said the superintendent. It's firecrackers galore, so I'm just waiting for a little bit of silence so that I can continue. Yeah. Early in September, gunshots were fired outside the Vancouver home of Punjabi singer and rapper AP Dillon. The incident took place in the Victoria Island area, where witnesses also saw two vehicles parked near the property set on fire. The Lawrence Bishnoi Rohit Godara gang later claimed responsibility for the attack. And as you know, recently, Salman Khan has been getting, he's been getting threats. And again, the people who are guarding him are now on their toes. Now, in a recent interview, former actress Somy, who was in a long-term relationship with Salman Khan for nearly 8 years, she opened up about her star. As you know, about Salman Khan, as you know, she has been giving interviews galore to different publications. And she had given us an interview to us also. But whatever she has said, it's very strange that she keeps contradicting herself every time she speaks. Now, speaking about her experience with Lawrence Bishnoi and much more, providing a candid look at her past and the challenges she faced in the industry. When media inquired about why Salman Khan maintained a good relationship with his former girlfriends like Sangeeta Bijlani and Katrina Kaif, but not with her, Somy responded, sharing her perspective on their past. She said, because the way Salman treated me, he did not treat anyone else. Sangeeta and Katrina were not half as badly abused by him as I was. However, he abused Aishwarya very badly. I think he had fractured Aishwarya's shoulder, but I'm not sure what he did to Katrina. In a recent interview, she spoke about the long-term relationship with Salman Khan for nearly 8 years. Now, she says that Salman is worse than Bishnoi. When they inquired about media inquired about what she felt, she said that because the way Salman treated me, he did not treat anybody else. And he said that, in fact, in one of the things, she said that Aishwarya's shoulder was also fractured due to his abuse. Somy also drew comparison between Salman Khan and Lawrence Bishnoi, stating that their contrasting approaches highlight different facets of her experience in the industry. She elaborated on how these relationships shaped her understanding of Bollywood and the challenges within it. The actress said, considering what Salman did to me, I can see that Bishnoi is better than him. She recounted a troubling incident when Salman was physically aggressive with her and the household help, knocking on the door, pleading for him to stop. This moment stands out in her memory, illustrating the difficult times of their relationship. Now, she did mention something else also in another interview, which we cannot say because of what sort of audience we're talking to. There could be children also. So there was something worse that she had also revealed. She also recalled a touching moment when actress Tabu was deeply upset by her condition. I had severe back pain and was bedridden for a long time. She shared with the news agency, Tabu cried when she saw me, but Salman never came to see how I was doing. Somy revealed that only her mother and a few close friends truly knew the full extent of her struggles with Salman Khan. She also shared that she's in the process of writing a book about their relationship where she plans to open up about everything she experienced. And so meanwhile, as we talk about Salman Khan and what all is happening in his life, is his sister, Arpita. People don't even know she exists. But this lady has sold her luxurious apartment in the Flying Carpet building in Thar West at a whopping 22 crores. So this is something you will also realize that there is something much more in the real estate business in Mumbai, and whether it's all linked to money laundering. Now, moving on to this woman who everybody says is completely woke. Right now, while Sai Pallavi was busy with the promotions of Amaran, another old interview came online and it has led to many, many questions regarding Sai Pallavi. Now, it seems what she said in an excerpt in Tamil was that people in Pakistan think our army is a terrorist group, but for us, it is them. So the perspective changes. I don't understand why. Then why is she commenting? Would be the next question that the media should be asking. It's, however, the kind of example she used to talk about. Her points have now started troubling a lot of people. Now, she referred to the Kashmiri Pandit genocide portrayed in 2022 film The Kashmiri Files, and also gave an example of a driver who was Muslim, was transporting cow in his carrier and was lynched by a mob chanting Jai Shri Ram. So she says there's no difference between what happened then, that is in the the Kashmiri genocide, and now. We should be good, she said in Tamil. Now, recently she had visited the National War Memorial, sharing photos of her paying tribute to Major Mukund Varadarajan and Sepoy Bikram Singh, SC. Amaran is the story of a late Major Mukund Varadarajan, a commissioned officer in the Indian Army's Rajput Regiment who laid down his life to protect India. He was posthumously awarded the Ashok Chakra for his valor during a counter-terrorism operation while on deputation to the 44th Rashtriya Rifles Battalion in Jammu and Kashmir. Now, see, this would explain why she went to pay tribute at the National War Memorial, because of she wanted, because of the fact that she wanted to promote this movie. So you can see how, like a parasite, she works. She doesn't care about any patriotic values, and she says whatever she wants to harm our country and our soldiers. Now, another very, very shocking thing is she's going to act as Sita in the coming movie directed by Nitesh Tiwari as Ma Site. Now, she has absolutely no semblance of the chaste Sita, and she, she, when you say, like I told you yesterday, when you talk about the next door neighbor, people, usually refer to someone very ordinary looking, but she's even beyond that. Because when we talk about Sita Devi, we are talking about a very beautiful, chaste woman, and she nowhere resembles anywhere the character of Sita. And yet she's being given roles left and right. Welcome, Kubira. Yes, happy Diwali to you as well. Now, as you know, it's very common that whenever a film is being sort of released, the people they usually go to the temple after bad mouthing Sanatana Dharma and Hindus. They always go and hit their heads on the temple walls. Now, the latest example of that is Bhul Bhulaiya 3 actor Kartik Arya. Now, he seeks Bappa's darshan at the Siddhi Vinayak. Now, his movie is coming out in which he, Madhuri, and Vidya Balan and Tripti are acting in it. And of course, he wants the movie to become a hit. So he says that he needs God's blessings. If you're doing good things and you're protecting Sanatana Dharma, what more would God want from you? But unfortunately, you work in Urdu, and all you care about is mudslinging Sanatana Dharma and its values and making fun of anything that is represented by Hinduism. So I don't know where these people will land themselves, with the kind of work they do. Now, meanwhile, in a very interesting, and sort of, I would say it's rather shameless that what's happening in Maharashtra. Now, the Maharashtra Shiv Sena UBT leader, Arvind Sawant, has spoken very, very cheaply about Shaina NC, who switched from BJP to Shiv Sena. Now, what he has spoken is that she is imported mal. Mal meaning, in English, item. Now, the leader Arvind Sawant, UBT Shiv Sena leader Arvind Sawant says, look at her condition. She was in the BJP all her life, and now she has gone to another party. Imported mal does not work here. Only original mal works here. Can you see the kind of, the manner in which they are talking about women? Do they expect women to vote for this party? And it's disgusting. Is this, this is the kind of respect that, Uddhav Thackeray and Aditya Thackeray give to women? And will anybody vote for this party at all? In which case, Priyanka Chaturvedi, who was imported from Congress before joining UT Sena, so then he should turn her also as imported mal. So, these, when politics, comes and when they're, running to get the chair, they will do anything, they will say anything, they will hit below the belt just to get that chair. And this shows the very values of these politicians, because politicians sometimes, I feel, are dirtier than the mafia. So this is a very good example of what is happening in politics today. So whenever we speak about Shri Narendra Modi, there is a huge difference. When you talk about Yogi Ji, it's a huge difference. When you talk about Himanta Sharma, also there is a huge difference, because these are the people who are working for India. And there are, of course, many more people who are doing it. I've just taken the examples of 3 people who really are, doing work for us. So with this, I would love you to go back to your Diwali celebrations and do share this, subscribe. And if you have not subscribed, please share it with your friends. Happy Diwali again. And always thank you for joining me and giving me your valuable comments. Good night, Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.